37th birthday, 6 responsibilities of GDragon as BIGBANG leader. GDragon officially turned 37 on Monday, August 18, 2025. The birthday of the rapper, born in 1988, was warmly welcomed by his fans. He is increasingly admired by many people for successfully maintaining his popularity over a long period of time. There's a reason for that. GDragon is always dedicated to his work. He's known as a strict leader because he's always wanted BIGBANG to succeed since their debut. Despite that, he's also approachable and cares about his group members' opinions. He even takes on the following responsibilities as a leader, Let's check them out. 1. Trying to ensure that his bandmates no longer cause scandals. In an interview in 2012, GDragon admitted that he knew about various incidents and scandals that had befallen his band. He realized that it was a mistake as a public figure. However, he also understood how prone humans are to making mistakes. He noted that his group members began their careers as idols at a young age, so they made many mistakes. Despite this, GDragon will strive to be more cautious. BIGBANG also gathered and resolved to change, saying, "If we keep going like this, everything will be difficult. Let's try harder." GDragon realized that he used to always scold members who made mistakes as the leader. He lost the energy to do that when he himself was caught up in a scandal. However, he resolved to return to his firm stance as a leader. 2. Try to maintain friendships with other members and motivate them. In an interview in 2011, GDragon admitted that he felt pressured when he first debuted. He felt that the public had certain expectations because BIGBANG was the first boy group at YG Entertainment. However, that pressure actually brought the members closer together. They worked hard day after day. Moreover, GDragon once told his group mates, "So that people won't be ashamed of the name BIGBANG, we have to do things that exceed their expectations." In addition, he also worked hard to ensure that his relationship with the youngest and oldest members remained intact. Even so, he felt that being the leader of BIGBANG wasn't that difficult. 3. Be patient when dealing with arguments and slowly build group harmony. In the same interview, GDragon admitted that the members have different personalities. However, that is precisely their strength. The reason is that he only needs to explain a little and each member already understands their respective tasks. However, they often argue before creating that harmony. These arguments stem from various reasons, such as different eating habits or how members fold their clothes, because they were living in the same room at the time. However, they gradually realized that such trivial arguments were pointless and only served to damage their relationships. The arguments ceased due to this realization. 4. He was assertive when he first debuted and was willing to change his leadership style over time. In an interview with ASIAE in 2010, GDragon admitted that he was worried about BIGBANG's rapid rise to popularity. This was because he had witnessed the ups and downs of the entertainment industry since he was a child. After realizing that ability was the only way to be accepted by the public, he strove to become a firm and critical leader for his group. GDragon acknowledged that he made his group members work harder when they first debuted. He felt that was his duty as a leader. He came across as intimidating and didn't hesitate to criticize while working, due to his perfectionist side. However, when resting, he liked to act childish with his group members. In a 2013 interview, GDragon admitted that there had been a change in the way he led BIGBANG. He felt that his group members had matured and developed their careers in various fields. He now felt that working with his group was more like a collaboration than just leading them. He no longer needed to give instructions, but instead reached a mutual agreement for each decision. 5. Listening to his bandmates' opinions and collaborating on songs to be promoted. In an interview with ASIAE in 2010, GDragon stated that he was disappointed when the song Lies, which had been prepared for his solo debut, was decided to be used as a BIGBANG song instead. As a result, he had to rewrite it from scratch. However, he went ahead with it and showed the changes to his group members. GDragon was worried that the song wouldn't be liked by his group members because it was so different from their previous music. However, Taeyang eventually admitted that he wanted to promote the song. He then gave the song to them so they could work on their respective parts. Everything went smoothly because the song Lies became popular. 6. Working as a song producer for BIGBANG. In an interview with Out of Music in 2009, the members of BIGBANG praised GDragon's talent as their song producer. Taeyang said that GDragon is skilled at writing lyrics, composing, rapping, singing, and even dancing. He also noted that GDragon is a calm and level-headed leader. Additionally, according to T.O.P, GDragon can write songs with addictive melodies. He remarked that many people easily get swept up when listening to his songs. T.O.P was even impressed that GDragon could create music that helped BIGBANG build a large fan base. T.O.P also said that GDragon is a leader who always pays attention to his bandmates, especially the youngest member. At that time, their schedule was very busy. GDragon could have neglected BIGBANG due to his busy schedule, but he chose to continue showing his concern. Daesung also mentioned how GDragon successfully guided BIGBANG along the path they needed to take. In his view, the leader had led them well. Thanks to GDragon, they were able to reach their point of success without much conflict. There is no denying that GDragon is the leader who brought success to BIGBANG. Even so, he also cares about the opinions of his group members and always admires their strengths. He always carries out his duties and responsibilities with totality. He doesn't mind adjusting to the situation and other members.